Trying to find a background because um all right, so I just wanted to come briefly and speak on the AT2 did not situation. And then, of course, as you guys seen in the title, Tenaki, the head hunter. And that lady who she's beefing with that I used to call my sister, her. So, y'all, it's been a mess out here in these YouTube streets. It's been a mess out here in these YouTube streets. Again, I'm going to say don't judge my eyes because I'm trying to take off my eyelash and I got this one little piece off and I got like one off of here and one off of there and one off of... I'm trying, okay? Just give me some time. I'm going to get them off. Shout out to AT2 who recently got a victory. You know, I'm going to tell you guys, when I went off to prison and I was in the middle of, you know, people harassing me, I feel like, dang, they won. They won because I went off to prison. Really, they won because they wanted to see me in prison. Listen, they still want to see me in prison, and I literally have never met these people. Don't talk to them, none of that stuff, and they still worried about Big Mama. Okay, so I know that AT2. I know he's feeling like victorious, and I know for a fact from experience, okay, because I'm speaking from two angles. You've got to remember this. I know from experience that Denot he is mad at himself right now, baby. He is kicking the walls of the jailhouse. Okay? I know that Denot is in there with his flimsy rubber shoes on. Okay? Kicking the walls. Guys, make sure you like this video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video. Like. Okay, listen. And if you watch this back, please like the video because, baby, I need that. I want that and gotta have that. So make sure you like the video. Guys, okay, first of all, from what I know, okay, this is just from what I know. Now, y'all know I F with AT2. I don't really F with Denot. I never met Denot. I never had any run-ins with Denot. I don't know Denot. I've heard his name a couple of times, but I don't really know that fella. You know, like I was saying before when I mentioned him on this channel, what I know of him ain't good, and what I've seen of him was him on his channel with without a shirt on. You know, he's a friend of one of my friends though, and I'm gonna have to spill some tea. I'm gonna spill some tea in this video, okay? Because AT2 was just saying like, oh, I don't think he has anybody to call. I'm gonna tell y'all who he calling, okay? I'm gonna just spill the tea. I'm gonna let y'all know who his friends are and who he's been in contact from jail and all that stuff. And I have nothing against you. I don't know you. So if you happen to run this back when you get out, hey, okay. However, I rock with AT2. It's just that simple. I rock with AT2. Okay. All right. First of all, from what I've heard, did not have an assault or a battery charge. Okay, I haven't looked it up because I don't know the fella. Okay, I don't care. I've always wondered, why are people so interested in, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know me personally, but you steadily sending videos, want to be in my business. You're too interested, like you're low key obsessed. It's ridiculous, right? I'm not one of those people. Like, you're not that interesting to me that I would care back. Like, selfishism, mindism, narcissism, that makes me just so uninterested in what the hell these B words have going on. Okay. Now, with that being said, Denot was harassing AT2 going from platform to platform, and this is what I'm hearing, okay? And this is what's being said to me. So, mind you, again, I don't know Denot, okay? I know AT2. I rock with AT2. Make sure you guys hit the like button. So anyway, Denot was going around from platform to platform harassing and bringing up AT2. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, I did see him on Sherelle World's platform talking about AT2. And they were saying that AT2 bought up Sherelle's mother and this and that and the other. Now, mind you guys, I just been watching. I just been from the bushes. Okay, y'all know I'm not trying to get in the middle of no stuff like that. And it has nothing to do with me, you know? And so I just been watching. I'll make my little commentary like I'm doing now. And it's like the same thing with when AT2 with Judge E. Um, he was just on her platform. They were just cool. Okay, hi Bubbles. He was just on her platform. They were just cool. All of a sudden, something happened behind the scenes where he was sent a screenshot of her, kind of like, you know, conversing with his ops. And I happened to mention it, do commentary on it. And all of a sudden, now she's not speaking to me, which is crazy because let me tell y'all what happened when I was in jail. And then I'm going to continue on to, I'm going to tell y'all who Donat has been calling because I don't know if you guys have watched AT2's video, but AT2 just said he's, Donat does not rock with his family. His family doesn't mess with him, this, that, and the other. Well, I happen to know who he's been in contact with and what he's been saying. So I'm just going to let you guys know that now. Hi, Cassie. Cassie said, hey, awesome lady. Enjoy all of your lives. Love you. I love you back. Okay. So first of all, with Judge Evie, her and, like I said, her and AT2 were just cool. I did some commentary. She stopped talking to me. I should have been stopped talking to her. One time I was calling her because she tries to make it seem like she was so consistent when I was in prison. She was not consistent at all. And not that she had to be. I never held it against her because I'm like, she didn't get me put in this position. Nobody did. Like literally, not for nothing, but all of the stalking and all that stuff and all the sending tapes in, none of that got anything done. None of that is ever going to have anything done because none of it is valid. None of it is proven. All of it is bullcrap, right? However, my own actions got me sent to prison. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to hold it against Judge Evie that she is not answering my calls and that she's being inconsistent. But one day I called her and I was just calling. I was really going through something. Like I was really going through something bad, like about my child. Like my child had got dragged across a parking lot. It was real bad. And I was in there helpless, couldn't help, couldn't do nothing. So I called her. She picked up the phone yelling, didn't I tell you I'm going to call you back? Didn't I tell you? And don't, I told you if I don't call. And from that point on, and I just kind of didn't say anything because I wanted to remain humble. But from that point on, I was like, bro, she got one more time to do this. And I'm just not ever speaking to her again. Like this lady is out of her mind. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say, don't you jump up there. Get down, pause. Get down, pause. So I said all that to say, when I mentioned the situation with her and AT on her panel, she was just talking shit about Donat, okay, because Donat was coming for AT2, okay. Now all of a sudden I'm her enemy. So again, I said that to say I don't know Donat. I rock with AT2. I'm not on Donat's side or not on his side. I just don't know him, okay, but I do know his tea. All right. With that being said, so AT2 and Donat have been getting into it. Donat has been coming after AT2 these, you know, claims of CP and all this other stuff, old stuff, that stupid stuff that shouldn't even be, it shouldn't even be able to be said on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like it disgusts me how YouTube has to where anybody can just get up on this platform, just say anything. How people can take screen grabs from a video and take it to the police station and try to act like you've done something towards them. Like I had to go back and show these people videos so they could know, no, this person you're dealing with is a liar. Like that happened to me. And the whole DA office, everybody now knows. The parole office, everybody knows this girl is a liar. They don't even pay her no attention because it's like, you know, this platform is a double-edged sword. It's a beautiful mess. This type of mess where you can just say anything and do anything, it become a real big problem. That what they're saying about AT2, what Donat was saying, all that stuff could have easily made AT2 fall into depression, want to S-word himself. You don't know the type of damage that you cause to people. And I know a lot of people like, oh, I don't care. I don't think Denot cared. Denot didn't give a about AT2, and he wouldn't care if he fell into depression. Well, he should. And it's sad that he doesn't, because the stuff that people say on this platform, and it has no merit and holds no truth, is effing ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and it should not be allowed. Okay? Now, with that being said, and I keep saying that, so Denot started this war with AT2. Then he caught this assault charge or this battery charge. Okay, he then failed to go to court and missed his phone calls. Now, one of his channels had already gotten taken down before he got locked up, which was about a week ago, and his channel went down because when a channel is reported, YouTube has someone to manually, and listen to this closely, because a lot of people think they can just report channels and eventually you might get your own channel taken down. Okay? You might get your own channel taken down trying to get someone else's channel taken down. You know what I'm saying? So when you report somebody's channel, YouTube looks at their channel and they look at the person who the report is coming from. Okay? If you are a person that is constantly reporting channels, they will take your channel down right along with that person's. They will. You are not getting away with false reporting. You are not getting away with harassing the report button. Like, that's not a thing. They will snatch you down right with that person. Or just you. Or just that person, of course, if they find something. But they are manually, there is a person literally looking to see, who is this? Why are they reporting? What are they reporting? When did this happen? Is this against the policies? And the policies are really vague. Okay? It's my personal opinion that Denot felt like, and with Denot's personality, just from the way that he speaks and how fast he's always talking, I feel like he is one of those people who has a high anxiety. Like, he's like one of those, when he gets angry, it's like, oh no, I'm about to get this person. I'm about to go, because baby, let me tell you something. They ain't gonna do. He's one of those people. It's not like, bruh, this person is burnt out. Like, I'm gonna report it. I'm gonna send an email. It's not that energy. It's like, oh hell no, I know this motherfucker didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He has that type of energy, to me. My opinion, to me. So, and that's just from me looking at his channel. So I personally feel like Denot may have harassed that report button. And they checked his channel out, because he not only harassed the report button, but he was being reported. Okay, AT2 was actively working to take down a couple videos where he had mentioned some ill things about him, which were untrue, unfounded, just people throwing stuff out in the wind and hoping it to be true. Okay, and so with them seeing this back and forth, they were like, well, let's look at both of these channels, and they decided to take down Denot's channel. Okay, now Denot went to jail. Okay, he had a warrant for missing court, ended up going to jail. Before Denot went to jail, he reached out to none other than Dana J. He also reached out to the Neighborhood Talk. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but the Neighborhood Talk follows him on Instagram. Okay, Denot, the Neighborhood Talk, and Dana J were all on a, I don't want to say three-way, or a call that led to this person calling that person. So if I'm on the phone with you, and then you have a secondary phone and you call another person, you know what I'm saying? So not necessarily a three-way, but a three-person call. Okay, Denot was making plans to sue YouTube. Denot was saying that he was the one being harassed. He's being followed around. His channels he's being bullied, and his channels are going down for no reason when he's the victim of AT2. He's the one being bullied, is what he's saying. And he's saying that his channel was terminated for no reason, and that he's going to sue YouTube. Now, this is what he's telling the Neighborhood Talk, and then also Dana J. Now, he calls Dana J almost on a daily basis. Okay, him and Dana J have a good working relationship. That's something that I had no clue until, obviously I was told. But Donat has every intention on coming out of the facility and suing YouTube. That is his intention. Okay. As far as how long he's going to have to do in there, obviously they did not give Donat they didn't give him a OR, which means he can leave on his own recognizances and be trusted to come back for court. Okay, that didn't happen. Instead, he did his arraignment. He went to court. They gave him like a $250,000 bail, I believe it was. And now he's stuck in there because he has no one to bail him out. Now, as much as, Dana J rocks with him, he's cool with him, he doesn't know anything about the AT2 involved in that. You know what I'm saying? That's just somebody who he is colleagues with over on YouTube. So, but that does not mean that Dana J is going to bail you out. Okay, that's not what that means. Okay, friends are friends. So this is why he ended up calling the Neighborhood Talk for Donat, which unfortunately the Neighborhood Talk was not also unable to bail him out. So now Donat is stuck in the facility. And baby, I know he is. I know he hurting. I know he hurting. So let me tell y'all something. I was eating so good before I got my ass up in there. When I tell you, I went from eating Red Lobster every day, Olive Garden down the street, crab boils, all kinds of hot and juices, to my first meal in jail was a bologna sandwich with some salt on it, and I acted a fool and had to go to the side cell. Oh Lord, I hope they're not in the side cell. I mean, I want nothing to happen to the man. I don't know the man, but that side cell ain't no joke. You act a fool and you got to take your ass to the side cell. Oh, it's gonna be a problem. Wait till y'all read my book. Wait till y'all read my fucking book and y'all understand what happened in the side cell. Okay, because it is a fucking mess. And I'm halfway through typing my book. It is. Hey Trina. Yes, girl. Thank you, girl. I'm here, honey. I'm here and I'm glad to be back. Okay. It's a mess. And again, not many things that happen on YouTube or any other platform can cause a person to go to jail. Like it would have to be something that happened off of YouTube that accompanies it. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like I'm feeling like, right, Donat was a little bit too passionate about his beef with AT2, and now there's a whole slew of people that supporters of AT2 that are watching that beef that just don't give a about Donat while he's in there. Okay, I don't know that anyone has sent him any money for commissary or anything of that nature. What I do know is that he is making some free phone calls, and they're to his colleagues. He doesn't have family to call, so he's not calling his family. He is calling his colleagues, and he's using that to get him help. Thank God for me, I was able to call both, which is a blessing. But I know he's in there sad. I know he in there probably just kicking himself because he knows damn well that these people out here, having a coup about it, having a key about it, and it happens, but again, we all have to be accountable for our actions. You can't just go assaulting people or batterizing people and feeling like it's okay. It is not okay to do that. All right, with that being said, what's up, Ricky's Conspiracies? So with that being said, I had a little conversation with a headhunter, Tennessee headhunter. Hey, girl. Now you know I'm not really deep involved with Tennessee. I'm really just getting familiar with Tennessee coming out. I'm not. I do know that there was some beef between her and Judge Evie. Um, but kind of skeptical about spilling this tea right now. Kind of skeptical about it because I don't know if she necessarily would be okay with it. Hmm. Hmm. Well, you know what I say about the headhunter is at this point right now. She called me. We talked, or I called her, because she reached out to me and then she asked me to call her, so I called her. And she told me some information. You know what was so crazy is to hear that somebody was like, wait till Toxic Diamond gets out and we gonna handle y'all and this and that. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in jail like, oh, we gotta find a church to go to. Oh, don't get involved in none of that. Stop talking about them. Don't even mention them. Just do your good commentary. Put your, you know what I'm saying? Go when you go out, make sure you film it and then play it back in like a week. Don't give anybody your location. Don't go live from nowhere, but just, film it and play it back for them in a week. Kind of open up your life a little bit more, show yourself a little bit more. I'm saying this stuff, and meanwhile, this person is on the internet saying, watch when she gets out, what we gonna be doing and saying. And I'm like, that what she was saying? Because I didn't say anything like that. I am not, listen, I don't give up to beef with no on this internet. That is fucking pathetic. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I've done it already. I've been there, done that. There is other shit to do. There is other things to do. I don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless somebody literally, like, I was being stalked. Like, these people were stalking me about a pet that I hadn't had for 2 years. Still stalking me. Still trying to be a parole officer. Still, because you're envious, because you ugly, inside and out. You ugly, you envious, you want to be me. So you think that your daggers and anything that you do is going to work. It never worked. It never worked. Anything that I got in trouble for, which happened in the same timing, had nothing to do with this internet. Not nothing. So for me, I'm sorry. I'm not wasting my time on their hoe. You know what I'm saying? However, with Tennessee's situation, it's my understanding that this person that's claiming that she's being harassed has actually been harassing her. And so Tennessee was able to obtain a court order recently that helped her to maintain her distance from this person. You know what I'm saying? As she should. As she should. And you know what's crazy is I just found out that this same person that I'm thinking is just so, my this and my that and all this stuff like that is over here getting people locked up and sent to jail. Oh no, baby, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm not with the vengeance and the revenge thing. I'm not with that. I'm gonna get this locked up because she mentioned me on YouTube. Like, you need to stop. That is so pathetic. You need to stop. Okay? The thing that makes me happy about the situation with AT2, even though he had a reaction to it, AT2 did not try to, he's not trying to be spiteful. Even when you mentioned like, oh, Denat went to jail, he still was like, I hope nothing bad happens to him. Not that I give a damn, but I'm not gonna say that bad happens to him. That's class. That is good. That is a great thing that you have that capacity to have that good of a heart, because guess what? The same hole you dig for your enemy is the same one you will fall in. Be very careful. Be very careful when you over here wishing bad on other people, because your ass might fall in the same hole. that you just try to dig for her or him or whoever. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is the way that AT2 is handling his situations is a good thing. I'm seeing other people that feel like, oh, I need to try to damage her entire life. And I think nothing y'all doing on YouTube is gonna damage anyone's life. Stop. Y'all are bothering, harassing the law, harassing parole officers, harassing the courts, leave people alone. Y'all don't know how to just do this media shit and move around. It's ridiculous. I never once saw AT2 say, oh, I'm finna go up to the police station and do this and do that. And no, he said, I'm finna have YouTube getting videos down. If I need to go to court, I'm gonna go to court. Which means, like, I'm gonna sue you for defamation of character. That doesn't mean you're trying to get somebody locked up and all that stuff that these people are doing. Y'all are doing too much over some YouTube and don't even know these people. I'm gonna need you to get your life together, because that's not even cool. It's really not. And then guess what? You think you smiling now, but God see everything, baby. It's gonna come back to you. You're an idiot. Be very careful, because all of that stuff comes back around. You don't get the chance to get away with it. For instance, I had this one with me, my child, my mom, had no business getting involved. No business at all getting involved in all these family's affairs, right? The next thing you know, all of a sudden this person is online. Mind you, I'm in prison, so I had to have been told it. But the next thing you know, this person is online. My mother doesn't talk to me and my brothers won't speak to me and I'm being evicted. Yeah. You're not exempt from life. You don't jump in other people's fucking family business when it has nothing to do with you, fool. Now look at you and your family. You're not exempt. Period. You pay for it all. Simple. You are not exempt from the same shit that you're doing to other people. You're not exempt from it. And every single thing you do in the universe will return back to you. All the energy that you put out, remember that it is transferable. Remember that energy doesn't die. It will come back around. So that's why I fucks with AT2. Because even to have been dragged by this man, I have nothing against Deny. I do not know him. To save my life, I don't know one thing about the man. Even though he have been dragged by him, even though he was working hard to get these videos removed, you know, he still had the wherewithal and the heart and the fortitude to know that as an adult, you don't do dumb shit like that, wishing bad on somebody and being so angry and revengeful. It ain't even that deep. It ain't even that deep. Like, for real. So, anyway, ciao. Let me go and get on about my business, honey. I just wanted to hit y'all with that little bit of tea. And, yeah, bro, shit crazy out here in these YouTube streets. Like I said, the only person I really watch that even does commentary on any other bloggers is AT2. I don't really watch anybody else that does that type of stuff. I don't be watching that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I did just watch AT2 video, and I saw him say that Deny doesn't have family to call, and where are those calls going? Well, they're going to Dana J, the Neighborhood Talk, and his other colleagues. He tried to get some help to get out, and unfortunately nobody was willing to help him. So not in that capacity, not in the financial capacity, but they do take his calls. You know, there's other ways to be supportive, and I think that that's where they're coming through at. Okay, all right, leave comments. Peace.